Yo, what's going on YouTube? So because you guys dropped 8 likes on my video a couple days ago, I promised I'd drop my M13 build. I've been absolutely lasering kids with it, so yeah, here we go. So for the muzzle, we're going to need the monolithic suppressor. It is by far the best suppressor because not only do we minimize the sound our gun's giving off, but we also get range for our gun. So I think 30 meters of range before the damage starts dropping off. So yeah, we definitely need the monolithic suppressor. So that's the first thing. For barrel, we're going to need the Tempest Marksman. It's basically the longest barrel. You know, we get that damage range, we get the bullet velocity, and we get the recoil control. So yeah, definitely need this. Underbarrel. The thing about the M13 is that its recoil pattern isn't necessarily up and down. It's more left to right. So we need that recoil stabilization because that's what the recoil stabilization helps minimize left to right recoil versus recoil control helps up and down recoil. So yeah, definitely run commando. I know I see some people usually running Ranger foregrip to get that recoil control, but it's just not needed. Like there's no point in losing aim down sight speed for barely helping with the recoil spread. So yeah, definitely run that commando foregrip if you want a laser. For ammunition, you know, we got that. I see people run 50 round occasionally, but I think you need 60. The M13's fire rate is the fastest of any AR, so it's basically like an SMG, so you need all the ammo you can get. So yeah, definitely 60 round. And then for the optic, you're gonna need that 4.0 flip hybrid. I know I see tons and tons of streamers running the VLK 3.0, claiming that it's the best scope, you know, it helps the most recoil, but from a stat standpoint, the 4.0 actually has the most, helps with the recoil the most, because when you're that zoomed in, it's a lot easier to control your reticle and move it down and left and right, etc. Versus with the 3.0, you only get that 3 times zoom versus 4. The 4.0 has a 4 times scope. So yeah, definitely the 4.0 flip hybrid. And then for reticle, you know, if you guys have any unlocked, you can play around with them. Personally, even though I've all of them unlocked, I like the default one the most just because the horizontal lines help, I don't know, help me acquire the target easiest way, but you know, it's preference. If you guys can play around with what you like, comment below what reticle you use. So yeah, this thing, that is my M13 build. You can take a photo of it, show your friends. It is an absolute laser. It will not let you down. This class will win every gunfight. I see people talking about the Bruins better than the M13, the Bruins this, the Bruins that. But if you're hitting just one headshot in a trade, like I say you guys are hitting equal shots with a Bruin and you hit one headshot with this M13, you will win that fight every time. Because the headshot multiplier on the M13 is 2. And it's higher than any AR there is. So definitely give this M13 build a try. It will not let you down, I swear. So yeah, there we go, M13 build right there. And now let's get into the MP5 build. So for my MP5, even though it got nerfed a couple weeks ago, I still think it's the best SMG in the game for close counters kind of deal. So I see people running monolithic suppressor with their MP5, but it's just not needed because if you use the integral suppressor for one of the barrels, you not only get the sound suppression and the bullet velocity, but you save a spot because you're not using a muzzle. So you can add like a stock, a laser, an optic, etc. So yeah, monolithic integral suppressor. For the underbarrel, you guys are going to be wanting to run the Merc foregrip because the Merc foregrip helps with the not only recoil control but the hipfire accuracy. So you know when you're in the super tight quarters, you know the person's next to you, you need to be jumping, you need to be tracking them all the time. You're not going to be able to aim down sights all the time, so getting that hipfire accuracy really helps. Yep, so that's 2. For ammunition, people used to run the 30 round mags, but they got nerfed to shit in the last update, so definitely be running 45 round mags. And now this is when it comes to preference. For rear grip, you can either run stippled grip tape, you know, get that aim down sight speed, get the sprint to fire speed, or you can run the 5 milliwatt laser, and you still get the sprint to fire speed, but you get hip fire accuracy instead of aim down sight speed. So I'm using the 5 milliwatt, you know, playing with it right now. You guys can comment what you like. That's really preference. I just like the hip fire spread to be as tight as possible because a lot of the times I'm not aim down sights. And then for this is where it gets, you can either run sleight of hand, you know, if you're the type of guy that likes running flash grenades, like pushing likes pushing teams like just straight on, full on, you're going to be needing sleight of hand to reload quickly. It's just a necessity because the MP5 is a decently slow reload time. But you know, if you're the type of guy that likes to pick people off one by one, come from a different angle, you know, a lot more strategic, you don't need that sleight of hand because you're going to be reloading not under fire most of the time, and you're going to want the FTAC collapsible stock. Because what the FTAC collapsible stock does is it really cleans up the iron sights. I don't know if you guys can tell here, but see if you were to aim down sights here, it's a lot more clean because the stock is a lot less in the way, like from the side view, versus if you don't have the FTAC collapsible on, the stock really gets in the way and it makes the how clean the when you're aim down sights is a lot harder to see people, because I don't know if that makes sense, but it just makes it harder to see people with the iron sights running the default stock. So definitely run FTAC collapsible. You know, you get that aim down sight speed and you get the movement speed. So yeah, here's my MP5 build. It's this thing. You're not gonna lose an MP2, an MP7, or a Fennec. It has the highest time to kill speed, or the slowest. I mean, the fastest time to kill speed of any SMG. So yeah, this is it, boys. Thanks for the support. If you use this, comment below. Say if you use MP7, comment what you run on it. But this is what you're gonna want to run if you're running that MP5 with M13. Thanks, guys. Keep up the support.